Welcome back to Dorm Room Rebuilds. Today, we're working on a 1962 Ford F100. Now, this beauty is a 1962 Ford F100. It's got the inline six, clear-coated patina. She's gorgeous. The only thing wrong with it currently is it has no floor, and the inside is on the outside. So all the seats, gas tank, everything is currently in the bed, and it needs a floor put in because the cab corner is rusted out, and then it's all good to go. Now this truck is a classic. It's got that classic 60s style, pretty much all solid steel. Like this thing, if it ran into you, would win 10 times out of 10. It is probably one of the coolest trucks I've ever seen, and I got it gifted to me for free. So my buddy gave me this truck because he had it sitting for a while and cut the floors out of it, wasn't with intention of replacing the floors and the cab mounts, but after doing that realized that he didn't really want to work on it anymore. So it got sat down for a while in a garage and then passed on to me. So my intentions with this truck are to, one, replace the floor pans and the cab mounts, get that squared away, get it running again because it hasn't been running in probably, like, at this point, 2.5 years maybe. So we're gonna have to go through the fuel system probably and clean everything out, but get it running, get it driving, and cruise around.
We're at 2 PSI. 2 PSI, come on! Come on! It's still flat, but it should be able to roll. Oh.
The goal here is to try and not get run over, but scoot this thing out enough to get a little bit more work. Whew. Pretty easy to get out, gonna be really hard to get back in. As you can see, there's a big old hole here. I already started by welding up this cab mount here. So this is going to weld to the body, which currently also has a hole in it, and then mount to the frame right there at the cab mount. There's going to be rubber bushing right in between. I'm going to start by welding up this panel right here on the side, and then welding this to that, drill some holes in it, put a cab mount in it, weld it to this, and then we'll have a floor. And then I'll weld the floor to this floor, and we'll have a complete cab. And then we'll put all the insides in it and have a complete inside. So we're gonna get this truck put back together, starting with this piece right here. Everything. This pretty much slides right where it needs to. The only other thing that's kind of annoying about this truck is that the rear tire right there leaks. So every time I let it sit for longer than like a day, it goes, airs down. it was kind of a pain. I don't have a compressor, so I just had to use a floor pump and get it aired up enough to roll out of the garage. And now that it's rolled out, this thing is going to be obnoxious to try and roll back in. Yeah. So I'm currently piecing together kind of my buddy's work, because he started to do stuff but didn't end up like actually really finishing a lot of this stuff. So I'm trying to go through, see what kind of parts I have here and what I'm going to actually need. Based on preliminary stuff, it looks like I have pretty much everything needed, at least to get the floor back in this truck. Might have to order some stuff for, like, I know the exhaust system's kind of rusted out, so I might have to order some exhaust pieces, but I have at least the stuff to replace the floor and get the truck back to being complete. At that point, I might, I'll be able to get it running, so after that I might shift and try and just kind of get it ready to get to my dad or sell, so we'll see what happens when we get there. But so this is what I have, and it looks like it was started to be formed to this hole right here. You can see this kind of sploops right in this spot. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe measure where I want this in terms of gappage between existing metal, and then cut it all off on this backside here, because it really just needs to come up flush to that. Seal everything back off, and then be the new base for the cab. Okay, I've got this marked out. I'm gonna use my angle grinder here. I'm just gonna follow these lines, cut it out, and this should be a pretty good guide to that hole. All right, let's go see how this piece fits. All right, here we go. First test fit. And I would say that is pretty good. Should be able to fill any of the like weird little imperfections with weld and get all this tacked in. I think it's actually probably about to rain, so I might need to stop for today because, oh yeah, I can feel a raindrop. All right, it's about to start raining, and I gotta get this inside, so let's see if I can push this by myself before I get poured on. Oh my gosh, this thing's heavy. All right, we're in. I'm gonna see if I can do a little workaround. This is how much working distance I have when it's in the garage, but as you can see, it's starting to rain, and it's supposed to rain every day for the next 4 days. So if I'm gonna do progress or make progress, I gotta make do with 2 feet of working room. So let's see if I can get set up. All right, we got a little setup here, and this is currently set up for flux core, but can run gas MIG, which I don't really like flux core. I've never been able to get good clean welds with that, but I'm going to try running flux core first, just for simplicity's sake. This is already set up for flux, so I also don't know if my garage that is at an apartment which is set up for not welders, the circuit can handle welders, so it might pop a breaker like immediately, but we're gonna try welding, throw some tacks on that plate we just cut, and see if it works. I honestly have no idea. I also don't really recommend any of you guys try what I'm doing, because I'm in like the least ventilated space with like not very much safety equipment. I don't know, we'll be fine. All right, I got the welder set up with gas set up because that flux core just sucks booty cheeks. I hate it. And it's been working pretty good. I'm still in kind of an uncomfortable position, and I'm getting good enough welds. I'm gonna grind them down and paint them anyway. So it's like they only have to be so good, just have to have good enough penetration. So just currently going around the edge, tacking it up, and then welding beads, filling in all the holes. Okay. Update, got the top side and downside done. Now I'm gonna hammer everything a little bit closer and get that rim all the way along the bottom. And I'm probably gonna move under the truck for that just so I can get a little bit better position, but it's welding up just fine. I mean, like, pretty ugly. I didn't really clean much, but it will clean up just fine after I angle grind and get it all sanded and painted. Like, it'll be all good. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, it's actually a nice day today. No rain, and I'm going to drill. I put this on top of where it needs to go and spray painted through so I get an idea of where the hole needs to be. And I'm going to drill a hole for the bolt for the cab mount and bolt this onto the cab and then weld it, just so I know everything lines up. And then after that's all welded, I will be able to mount the floor onto this. So first, drill the hole. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, wait. There we go. Got this support bolted on. Now I'm gonna weld it to the actual cab and then clean everything up. And then we should be able to bolt our floor on to at least have a solid floor. And then we'll keep going. All right, pre-cleanup, we got this attached. Cab mount is solid, like it's in there. I'm gonna clean up all the welds, clean up this inside and paint it. The outside welds are a lot prettier than the inside, but just like don't look. Okay, update, we got that cab mount all welded and painted. I just kind of painted the inside. Now I got this all kind of like squared up in place. You can see it fits quite well right along that edge of the hole that we made. Now I'm gonna go underneath and weld right along the back side on each side. Run a bead right there because that'll seal it so that underneath it's like just one seamed line. And then after that's all welded up, I'm gonna go around, tack everything, kind of keep it nice and flat, and then I'll go and grind it down, probably fill some extra holes, grind it down again, then I'll be able to sand this and paint it. This is the most uncomfortable welding position ever. Oh my gosh. We got cab mount welded in, looking good. Got it all flush around the edges. It's looking mint. And I actually just took the jack and everything off, so the cab is technically mounted back on the frame. So pretty good progress for 2 days of work. I feel very dirty and gross, so I'm gonna go inside and shower and come back to this tomorrow. Boom, I ran out of welding wire on this last little, like 3 inches right there, but everything's welded all around. What I'm gonna do is kind of grind down the high spots, and then I'm going to tape off each side and run sealant over the top to seal up any micro holes, but it's all attached, so pretty hyped. It is actually a new day. So this is day 3 of working on the truck. Yeah, let's get this kind of like smoothed out a little bit and put some sealant on there. And I'm gonna do top, bottom, and then be done. So basically anywhere that I welded, I'm just gonna run a bead of sealant over it just to ensure that everything has a proper, something might be on fire right here. Has a proper seal, so we hopefully don't rust anymore. It is now fully seam sealed. I'm not gonna lie, looks pretty ugly, but you know what? It's welded, it's sealed, and it's like secure again, so really can't complain. And you can see there's kind of some warpage right here, which I'm really going for form over function, or function over form for this truck. I'd really like to just get this working again rather than looking like super pretty. Regardless, this is in, it's welded, it's sealed, it's painted. So we have a solid floor again. This is all gonna be covered up by a floor mat anyway. So it's like, really, it doesn't have to look very pretty. It is pretty ugly. It is pretty, I'll give you that. I'll give all you commenters who are gonna comment, it's so ugly. It is, you're right. But it is secure, it's solid, and this truck is gonna have a floor mat on it, so you won't even see this anyway. The only part you're gonna see from the outside is that. And that looks pretty good. So, you know what? I'll take it. It's a win in my book. So I'm gonna let this all kind of like cure and dry over the next like day probably, and then reinstall the tank, the seat, and I'm gonna clean everything too, just because like through this process there's a lot of dust and grit and stuff. So I'm gonna go through and clean everything. But yeah, we got a floor pan back in the truck. It's a win. It's a big win. Now that the floor is done, start putting some parts on here. I put the spare on there, and it's also flat. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna for sure have to get someone's help put this on. But look at this door. That patina is so sick. It's really cool. It used to be used as, I think, a wood delivery vehicle, and that's gonna look sick. It's coming together. How it just feels like I'm stripping every one of these clips out. Yep. I'll probably. Everything's hooked up. Let's put some gas in it. Just to see if it runs at all before I start messing with anything. Whoa! Oh, what the? Okay. Hooked up. I guess now let's see if it runs. This truck needs to get out of my garage. It takes up all of the space, and I'd like to use my garage for other things. I'm gonna charge the battery and try and get it to run so that I can get this thing out of here. It's going! It's going! Barely! Come on, let's give it some juice. Clear out the gunk. Oh, let's go. Watch your hands, Emery. I'm gonna try and bump it again. Yeah! Give her the beats! Let's see if we can get it to idle. The choke halfway out. Oh, there we go.
Look at that exhaust.
Yeah, baby! She's alive! Yeah! Yeah! Oh my gosh, that's so sick. I didn't even clean the carburetor out, dude. Let's put this air filter back on. Can you go. Yo! It's moving!
How's the steering on that sucker?
Oh my gosh, there's no steering! Yeah!
How was it?
It's good. It is. Power steering is a blessing, dude. I have never driven a car without power steering. I feel strong now. And it seems to be running a little bit better. Let's see if the choke. No, it needs choke still. Well, we worked on the fender and it's been sitting here for like 10, 15 minutes probably. Let's see if it starts after sitting. Just gotta breathe on it. Yeah, dude.
I'm racing. Well, here it's fine if you got the time and the time to get yourself in. And here it's time almost every night. But now I might be mistaken.
So there you have it. We got the truck put back together, got the floor back in it, and it runs and drives great. That's all I'm gonna do with the truck. And due to the recent success of all the videos, I'm excited to announce my very first giveaway. So I'm actually gonna be giving this truck away to one of you guys watching. I'm gonna pick a winner 1 month from today. That's gonna be this date here. And all you gotta do is comment truck in the comments so that I know you watched all the way to here and are entered in the giveaway, and be subscribed. Those are the only two things you gotta do. So it's a free giveaway. Just comment truck and be a subscriber. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video.